Well, welcome back, YouTubers, to our Survivor Series 2011 review of us, none other than the British Fist. Coaching, you can't see me. I am Mr. Parkin, wearing my V-neck t-shirt again, chest hairs flaring, and in this corner here, it's MJ. What's up? Sporting a bright purple t-shirt. Are you a fan of Fruity Pebbles, MJ?
Well, I will be in the main event.
Okay, fair enough. Subscribe up above, like this video, and make sure you comment your thoughts on Survivor Series down in that comment section below.
And make sure you contact us in the links in the coach box below.
Indeed. Okay, so what a way to open Survivor Series, MJ. We open up with John Laurinaitis. Why? Why do we open up with him on a pay-per-view? But, okay. And also, WWE, quit it with this incessant Twitter bullshit. It's annoying.
My thoughts are, one, the Laurinaitis thing was a waste. Didn't really think that was important, so take him out. The Twitter thing, well, to be honest, Twitter is gradually getting big in the WWE, and it seems like it's not going anywhere soon.
Nope.
But yeah.
Crowd was good tonight, though, weren't they? Probably the best pay-per-view crowd I've seen all year, and you expect that from the Madison Square Garden crowd.
And you do expect it when Rock's in the main event.
Exactly, yeah. So despite the somewhat poor build-up to this, let's see if WWE delivered on this Survivor Series. One of the big four pay-per-views, remember. We started off with the US Championship match, Dolph Ziggler versus John Morrison. Wow. This was more about Zack Ryder than anything, wasn't it? The crowd fucking wanted Zack Ryder big time. They didn't care about the match. They just wanted Zack Ryder, didn't they? Why? Annoying, isn't it? Dolph Ziggler and Morrison work a fairly decent match. The ref sends Vicky out and Dolph Ziggler wins, which I kind of predicted. Why give it to Morrison when he's on this bad losing streak and there's rumours that he's not going to be signing?
Morrison did perform pretty well in that match, I'll give him that, but at the end of the day, it was going to be Ziggler all the way.
Yeah, it was. The Ryder stuff though, man. Oh, Zack Ryder ends up coming out and beating down Dolph Ziggler. Okay. He hits the Rough Rider on him. What are your thoughts on this, MJ? Ryder coming on top against Ziggler again.
At the end of the day, we all know Laurinaitis is eventually going to give in to him. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. And the crowd were hot for him, so why not put him out there? Please the crowd a little bit. So that was our opener. Decent opener, would you say? At least we got the crowd going with Ryder out there, I guess. That's
very true, and it's very good that Ryder did not have two matches following on from each other.
Yes, exactly. Like Dolph Ziggler did at Vengeance. Beth Phoenix versus Eve Torres in a Lumberjill match for the Divas Championship. What can I say about this match? The only highlight for me was the top rope glam slam. That was awesome. You got to admit.
Well, you said that was the best highlight. My highlight was the shot of Beth Phoenix's ass.
The match only went 4.5 minutes. I'm surprised this didn't break out into a 5-on-5 or something. But Beth Phoenix retains. Nice finish to the match, I'll give it that. So, the match was, didn't get enough time, but there you go.
And all I can say is that the Lumberjills weren't needed, so to be honest, it was just a single match, and Beth Phoenix won, so I'm very happy about that.
In a hometown, by the way. And also, there are no Jills. Why was it called a Lumberjill match? I don't know, whatever. We get a Rock Backstage segment, and boy, did this bring back the memories. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment is going to give us another Backstage segment! And sings, too.
What a great moment. But the thing is, he was living all his memories, how he grew up, but he did not mention the main event till the very end, and when he spoke about it, it didn't even go on long enough for him to hype the match up.
I don't mind Rock on mic, but this went on for a long time, and he didn't really build the match up very well. He was just talking about himself. You know, I'd love to have seen Miz and R-Truth in this segment, but I guess it's seeing Rock again. It's a nostalgia moment. I just wish you'd have talked a little bit more about the main event, but he didn't very little. We then get onto our traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series match, a match which I personally was looking forward to. Team Orton versus Team Barrett. Oh, what a match this was, MJ.
This match we were looking forward to, because obviously the rest that were in it, they're the ones, some of the ones, we're looking forward to see going up towards the main event scene, so this match had importance to us.
Yeah, Orton, Sheamus, Mason Ryan, Kofi Kingston and Sin Cara versus Wade Barrett, Dolph Ziggler, Cody Rhodes, Hunico and Jack Swagger. And who was the first eliminated here, MJ? I'll give you a clue. He's the US champion. And he worked a match earlier.
Even though he had a match earlier, to be honest, I wouldn't expect him to go out first out of all the other wrestlers that were in there. He could have maybe got out third at least, but whatever.
Yeah, it was a little bit disappointing, but of course it had to be Orton to eliminate him. Sin Cara gets eliminated through his own botch. Was this real? Was this storyline? Don't really know, but it was a bit of a stupid way of getting him out. Maybe they're trying to write him off TV. I don't know why.
Having Sin Cara in pay-per-view matches, we still haven't Money in the Bank. Now we're seeing so that happens at Survivor Series. Yeah.
Mason Ryan gets eliminated by Cody Rhodes. The fans were fucking loving Cody Rhodes, weren't they? They were bigging him up big time.
Yeah, Mason Bryan did perform really well, but it was more concentrated on Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, we didn't get any Mason Ryan barrage, but there we go. Kingston gets eliminated by Wade Barrett. It's nice to see Barrett getting an elimination there. And then Sheamus gets eliminated by DQ. Why?
Okay, the thing I want to say about this quickly is Sheamus did a heel maneuver over and over and over again. And to be honest, when the referee was putting him off, I would have stopped. Sheamus could have gone up towards the final.
Also, the way he's been booked, you'd expect him to be in the final, especially the way that they're probably going to be pushing him in the future. This was just stupid. And of course, we're left with Randy Orton versus 4 heels. And we're thinking, oh great, that means Orton is going to be coming back. And he eliminates 2 heels, Swagger and Hunico, standard for Orton. And you notice at this time, he's the only guy from the face team that's eliminated anyone. But who wins the match?
It's none other than Wade Barrett with the wasteland.
Yes, Wade Barrett wins, and the sole survivors are Wade Barrett and Cody Rhodes. These are the correct 2 people to end the match. Wade Barrett is going to get a push, and Cody Rhodes is the IC champion.
Even though Cody Rhodes had to get the RKO to knock him out the match, but the right people won.
The right people won, but I will say this though. Did you notice how in this match, they did all they could to make Randy Orton look good? Did you notice that? He was the last person eliminated. He was the only one from the face team to eliminate anyone. And it was 4-on-1 with Orton losing to the 4. What more do they need to do to make him look... And he gets the RKO on Cody Rhodes. Fucking hell, come on.
All I can say is that it's opened the door for Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton now, because Randy Orton went down.
Exactly, and Sheamus should have been booked better in this. That's just my opinion. Next up, we have Mark Henry versus Big Show for the World Heavyweight Championship. 2 Titans clashing, and before that we see the staff reinforcing the ring, making sure, it's not going to break this time like it did at Vengeance. The video package is good.
A video package, yes. I'm thinking it goes up through the whole of their build and why they're facing each other. Yeah, and
how the ring imploded and the whole feud. I've enjoyed this feud. Don't get me wrong. I think Ed Koskey on SmackDown, now he's taken the reins by himself and he's not getting interrupted by Vince McMahon's booking. The show has been a lot better, and this feud has been better because of it. It's just a shame that it was going to be really hard for them to top their match at Vengeance, wasn't it?
That's very true. And all I'll say, I'm gonna do what WWE do for a minute. Plug Twitter. On Twitter, we have a lot of people thinking, "Oh, I don't really care. This match sucks. Boring. Move on." And to be honest, I'm behind it because Mark Henry needs this push. Needs to be towards as close as he can to WrestleMania with the title, so I thought this was good.
Yeah, the match itself I didn't think was that bad. I mean, I'm a big fan of... I don't mind big guys going out. At least WWE can put out 2 big guys, unlike TNA and ROH. So I'll just say that to you guys out there that might bash this match. It was always going to be hard to top their Vengeance match, though. That was the problem. And that was the thought going through my head as this match went on. It went 13 minutes. We saw some technical style stuff, which was good. And the Big Show elbow drop from the top rope. My God. That was pretty good.
The good thing I'm thinking is that Mark Henry got super kicked down and she stayed down for the slow amount of time Big Show took to get to the top rope. Yeah. But he hit it, so well done, Big Show.
The ending was a little bit underwhelming, though, wasn't it? Mark Henry low blows Big Show to get DQ'd. That was a little bit, especially at a Big 4 pay-per-view. It carries on the feud, though.
Yeah, again, I was expecting there to be a clean winner and then the next rivalry to be against Kane, who's expecting to return, but... This is going to continue for another pay-per-view. Yeah,
TLC match. Expect something there. But after the match, though, we get Henry attacking Big Show. Big Show removes his leg from under the chair, and he knocks Henry the fuck out. And then Henry gets injured by Big Show using the chair. It's like, okay.
The big question about this is where was Daniel Bryan? There was many times from the end of the match to when Mark Henry got crushed, when Daniel Bryan came down. So to be honest, not having Daniel Bryan on one of the big pay-per-views was such a letdown.
It was
WWE. What are you thinking?
Might as well cash it in now, to be honest. But I mean, it was a decent, I guess. It really does wonder us what's going to happen to Mark Henry, etc. Big Show's finally floored him. It was a little bit bad for me seeing him in pain, but whatever. I'm content with this segment, I imagine.
I guess it's done its point, it's pushed it on, but it's just, I would have done things differently, but there we go.
We then get a Barrett backstage interview where he talks about the Barrett barrage being unstoppable, and I'm going to go after the world title.
Really? Is that what this whole Survivor Series is about? You, Awesome Truth came down.
Yeah, and they basically talk about no spotlight being on them, and crap, he's going to get gat!
Yeah, talk about pigeons.
Yeah, R-Truth being a bit mental that way. So good backstage segment. We then get CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio for the WWE Championship. Del Rio going in as champion. Howard Finkel is the special guest announcer for CM Punk. That was a little bit of a Mark Hall moment, wasn't it? Although he did look a little bit nervous in front of the camera. I'll give him that.
Yes, he did. And all I'll say is that again, we had Rodriguez doing Alberto Rivera and Finkel doing CM Punk, so it was good. So you got the match ready.
The crowd was very hot for Punk, weren't they, in this match? You notice how lately Punk has been getting very good reactions and Darius not been getting too much reaction. But the crowd did want Punk to win, just like Ryder.
Yeah, and I want ice cream.
Yeah, well, so do I, but it's 10:04 in the morning. It's not really time for ice cream for us. This match went 17 minutes. You expect a good match from these two. They're both good workers in the ring, and it was a good match. The crowd was behind Punk either way.
What I'll say from early stages of the match is that Del Rio was actually booked quite good in this match. I was enjoying this. I was thinking, this is going pretty well. We had CM Punk unable to do his finisher, Del Rio escaping that. It was really nicely done, really making Del Rio look strong in this match.
And then Punk wins with an Anaconda Vice. I don't mind CM Punk getting the victory. The crowd are behind him, blah, blah, blah. But just what does this mean for the title? Another meaningless title reign for Del Rio and another title switch. And it really does make that championship look so damn meaningless. Even though I don't mind them putting it on Punk because the crowd do enjoy him. It's just, I don't like the fact that Del Rio got another short title reign. It's
my disappointment is that Del Rio's been booked awful recently, so I guess it does make sense for him to lose it and give it to someone who could probably do a lot better with the title.
Get a reaction.
Yeah, but my point is, even though he's been booked bad, this could have maybe been the start. Actually beat someone as big as Punk and then go on and keep it for a bit longer. So I was thinking maybe I've won this first match and lost it at TLC, but whatever there.
The Punk win will please a lot of marks out there. I'd like to see Del Rio retain to give the title some sort of meaning, but I guess we're not going to get that. But Punk winning, I'm okay with. I don't mind it too much. So shall we move on to the main event?
The main event. The
main event, as we all know, was The Rock and John Cena, the most charismatic tag team of all time, versus Awesome Truth, who have been booked like shit recently. I was quite looking forward to this match. I mean, just at the last minute, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm turning back into a Rock mark like I was when I was a kid." But then my smart brain kicked in again when Rock pretty much dominated the first 7 minutes of this match.
Well, you're saying dominate. I think he was pretty slow because most of his moves were headlocks. I was thinking, okay, Rock, get to what we all know you can do. He got that later in the match, but just at the bit, it was a bit slow.
Awesome Truth worked on Cena for like 10, 12 minutes quite well. It was good how they worked on it. I noticed how Rock didn't really take any bumps or anything. Maybe they're sort of looking out for his health or anything. But the match, what do you think of the match overall? It got 21.5 minutes.
The match got good length. Rock, when Rock came in, he added whole what we remember him by, and he just electrified the match. And seeing get beat down, I love that, so I couldn't really complain there. The longer the better. But the thing is, I was saying during the match, okay, as much as I like seeing Cena beat down, when's he going to get back in action? That was kind of thinking, when's that coming?
That usually happens after a while, and he usually wins by it. The match was okay worked. The crowd was pretty hot for this match. The Rock wins the match after he gets the pin on Miz after the People's Elbow. Boy, it was good to see that People's Elbow again. But the Rock won the match. I really thought Miz and Truth were going to win this match personally, and I thought that they were going to do a Rock Cena turn, but the way they did the ending for me really disappointed.
Well, there's numerous times in the match where you saw Rock and Cena having a little confrontation, so I really thought that maybe they were going to do something at the end of the match and have Awesome Truth be able to pick up the win.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. They gave Rock the win, which made the crowd go ballistic.
Yeah.
So I guess that left them with a good thumbs up there. Yeah. But to us, to be honest, Awesome Truth needed to push on to their title reign or whatever's going on with them in the future.
It really showed that they were a bit of an afterthought in this match, despite being booked okay in this. It's just that we end the night again with Rock standing tall over Miz, and Rock isn't a guy in the roster, and it's just a bit annoying to me. The fact is, though, the pay-per-view provided no surprises, no big moments, and this was one of those matches that could have provided one, and it just didn't, did it? I mean, the ending was very anticlimactic. It was just like, they have a face-off in the ring, they try and fight the crowd, Cena claps Rock. Is that it? You're not really creating much tension to WrestleMania by that.
No, but we did get the Rock on Cena, and I thought that was a good moment, got people happy, but the thing is, again, throughout the whole night, from the beginning of the match to the very end, the Rock has been booked overly strong, and Cena's just been booked. Well, he's been booked strong on Raw, but not anything on pay-per-view. Yeah,
but what do you expect? It's The Rock coming in for one time. I just don't expect WWE to do anything different, to be honest. Overall thoughts on the pay-per-view, then?
Okay, well, I was going to this pay-per-view expecting one surprise. Like, I think every pay-per-view needs one surprise. I wouldn't call Think a surprise. So to be honest, it's hard because I was expecting more from this. Yeah. But it didn't really deliver as much as it should. The right guys won. I'm going to say that, apart from the main event maybe. But all I'll say is that it's probably going to get a B-.
For me, I didn't expect too much going into it. The build was pretty crap for this pay-per-view, in my opinion. I enjoyed most of the matches, and I thought most of the right people won, apart from maybe not Awesome Truth winning. The problem with this pay-per-view is it didn't have a Big Four feel. And in this whole thing, at least the pay-per-view was solid, but that was it. It was solid. There was nothing special stand out about this pay-per-view apart from The Rock, but we knew that was going to happen. We just needed something a bit out there, something a bit different. Like Vengeance, we had the ring collapsing. We just needed a moment like that in this pay-per-view, and we just didn't really get it, did we?
No, it's left me thinking, like most pay-per-views have got me looking forward to Raw. This, I can't really see a part that makes me think, oh, I wonder what's going to be on Raw next.
Look forward to SmackDown, though, seeing what's happening with Mark Henry's injury. That's
that's SmackDown. But like,
well done.
So all I can say is, maybe they could have done things a lot different and got us more pumped up for the future shows.
Better than I expected, but still underwhelming, I'll say. C+, B- pay-per-view for me. It was okay, it just wasn't anything special. That's what I'll say about this.
And they didn't have much filler backstage stuff. It was all straight into the matches and nice, so I give it that.
They had a little bit, but not as much as SummerSlam, for example.
No.
So there we go. Those are our thoughts on Survivor Series 2011. Make sure you get your thoughts on this pay-per-view down in that comment section below, and I'll leave you to the right and honourable NJ to bring you out of this video like no one else does.
If you smell what the British fists are cooking, goodbye, people.